we have to deal with Syria. Unfortunately, us abandoning the situation there allows Syria, turn into really terrorist heaven.
Yep.
And ability for Iran to really use, and Russia to use it as a ground to advance their interests further.
Well, you make a lot of sense there. And, talking about tying this into things going up on Capitol Hill right now, Congresswoman, we're just out of the first 100 days, a couple weeks out. There was a lot of things, including border security, that President Trump was able to get done. It's not like we aren't seeing the pushback from the Democrats and how they weaponize lawfare, the federal judges to injunct a lot of the things that are going, to take some time to work out for the American people, unfortunately. But I think when you start looking down the road a piece and where we've gotten to this point, I think maybe the next 100 days, not just for the Trump administration, but working alongside Congress is probably going to be what the make or break moment is for this moment in time to ensure that you guys are heading into the midterm election cycle on the right foot. Kind of want to get your commentary on how you feel about that narrative because, listen, you always like to buck the trends. You are definitely someone that adheres to the pledge you made to the constituents in your district to have real cuts, to be fiscally responsible, and not just go with the flow. That's why we love to have you here on the show. We want to hear kind of where you're at this point and get a little update from Capitol Hill.
Well, that's why President Trump and I have a lot in common. That's we like each other, and I like how he does things because sometimes when you deal with the swamp, you need to do special operations.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to think outside of the box. Otherwise, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. And we need to deliver results. And he understands that he has to deliver results. Talk is cheap. We have problems. We need to deal with them. We inherited too many problems. So it's very difficult for this institution to govern. But ultimately, this reconciliation is going to be President Trump's legacy in a lot of ways. What is he put in the law? That's what really going to have more long-term effects, on the country. Executive orders can be helpful, but ultimately you've seen what's happened last time, what Biden did, with all good executive orders that President Trump had. So I think it's important to put things in the law. Congress needs a lot of work, let me tell you. The institution's been broken for a long time. We have to really start making some incremental strides. Unfortunately, I don't think this reconciliation is going to be as good on some of the issues, including on issues of uncontrolled spending that Democrats put in. The magnitude of issues they created, it's so material that it's just no one can even comprehend. People don't understand what they've done, the move in baselines from 4.5 to 7 trillion, using COVID as an excuse and money laundering from the federal government to their friends. And a lot of them are sitting in New York, a lot of monopolies. So it's a problem right now. But I think we'll try to do at least some good things, positive things on the tax cuts, at least, help smaller businesses. I think,
Sure.
There are a lot of good things going to be there. Unfortunately, I don't see us be able to do some serious reforms. And unfortunately, big special interest groups and Democrats colluded together to attack. So they're spending a lot of money on telling people lies so they can protect their cartels and they can protect the fraudulent money they're getting. And I'm not sure if we really will be able to fight that battle and deliver as much as we should. So we might need to go to plan C, dealing with that issue. But at least we need to get some stuff done, deregulation and tax cuts to move the economy forward